How's it going, gentlemen? I'm staying up late to watch the Canelo Caleb Plant fight. So it's going to be a long night. So I got some hours to go. So I don't like just wasting time. I like to use all my time in a positive way. So I thought I'd get a live stream in. No pressure. Just see who comes on, and if we do get some people on, we'll do our best to do a successful one. Today's topic is around social anxiety, how to overcome it in public places. I'm going to share more insightful tips that you can use if this is something that you struggle with and you want to overcome. Also, as well, there's a room for a Q&A. We obviously, like all the other streams, we can go off topic. It doesn't have to be rigid. We don't have to stay on the topic. So we'll just see how it goes. So let me just give a few minutes to see how many people come on. I've said this before, I'll say it again. I don't want to speak loads and then not many people come on, then I'm going to be exhausted. I'm going to burn myself out where I could save that time and energy, put it to good use for when people do come on or making videos. Actually, I just spent about 2 hours shooting videos. It came out really good, actually. I just had some fun today, no pressure. Shot a lot of videos on social skills, social anxiety, different insights that I think people will like. I'm really good. I'm great. How are you doing? Yeah, I'm really well. I'm really excited. I'm really looking forward to this fight tonight with Caleb Plant and Canelo. I've always stayed up for the big boxing fights. Some people might think it's not worth it staying up till 5 in the morning. I disagree, because these fights are historic. It's not every day. It's not every week that we get these type of fights. And I suppose it's like anything in life. If you're interested in something and you value it, then you'll see value in, putting your time in it. And if you don't value it, then you're not going to do it. And obviously that's fine. Let's see how many people we get on. So I've already done. I've done a video on this. I've done a video on this topic today as well, just to have an extra video, because a lot of people need the advice to overcome this problem. Hit the like button and let me know what you're doing if you come on the stream. What you guys up to today? Are you going to be watching the boxing tonight? And if you've got any questions on the area of social anxiety, confidence, improving in this area, let me know in the chat, and I'll get to the question. By the way, I'm sure everyone's noticed how cold it's got in London. It's weird because I kind of like it. I kind of like the coziness of the winter. What's that? You lost your... I don't understand what you mean there, mate. You lost your card. Sorry. I have to explain that. I don't know if you're talking in... I don't know if that's slang. I got it. Okay. Well, good for you. Yeah, it's cold. It's really cold, to state the obvious, in London. But I've quite liked it. I quite like wrapping up. So I've got my dressing gown. I don't know if you can notice. These are really comfortable, by the way. I really recommend these guys for the winter. They are so comfortable. Instead of just wearing a t-shirt, which is nothing. I've got a t-shirt underneath it. It's really cozy wearing this. Something psychologically satisfying about if you've been out, you've had a hard day, whatever you've done, gym, socialize, work, studied, whatever. When you come home and you put this dressing gown on, it just makes you feel fully relaxed. I love it. Or maybe I'm getting old. Maybe I'm getting to that point where I'll get the slippers and a pipe. But that'll be fun. But yeah, they are nice. Where is everyone? We used to get a lot of people on these streams. Never mind. The thing today is there's so many videos online now. There's so many Netflix films, live streams. I guess people are they're watching so many different things. Well, I don't know if YouTube is sharing these videos out like they used to, because I used to get like 20, 30, 40 people on. Of recent, the last couple of weeks, I'm doing these streams, not many people are coming on. That's all right. I don't really take it personal. For me, I always get excited about these things because my mentality is always failure equals success. And if you can't handle disappointment and setbacks and failure, then you're not going to evolve in life. You're not going to be happy. You're not going to be strong. So this really doesn't it doesn't really this really doesn't affect me too much. So I just keep going. And worst case scenario, I get an early night. I'll just I want to sound rude. I'll just shut the live stream off and continue what I'm doing. I've got other things to do, and I'm going to do some cooking, make some food. So we give it a few more minutes, see if anyone comes on. Sometimes loads of people come on. It takes a few more minutes. Like I said, I just don't want to waste all my energy and speaking when we've got nobody on, a few people on, as opposed to lots of people coming on. Then I can share what I'm going to share. Let me just check. I'm sure I I tagged this video. I don't know. I think something might be wrong lately with the algorithm, that these are not getting out. People are not. The subscribers are not getting the live stream. There's been a lot of changes with YouTube. It wouldn't surprise me because the videos are still getting a lot of views. But I don't know, last 2 weeks since we've been doing live streams, it's like hardly no one's coming on. Or not the unusual numbers that I get. Maybe the topic's the same. I don't know. Or maybe YouTube are changing the algorithm. They're not sharing my videos out like they used to. Well, let's give it a few minutes to see. It might be the topic. It might be because I do repeat this topic a lot, but it's because it needs to be repeated. Social anxiety, getting over it, getting your confidence. It's not something that it's one video is not gonna do it unless you take a lot of action from the advice I give in that video. It's a thing that takes time. It's a process, and I've always been kind of on a mission to inspire as many people as I can. Evening, Dick. How you doing? Yeah, I was just saying, Dick, I'm just waiting a few minutes. I don't know if YouTube are not putting my live streams out like they were before, because I'm not getting as many people on. I used to always get a lot of people on, especially on a Saturday. I don't know if people are bored of the topic. I can live with that. Doesn't offend me, or there's something wrong with the algorithm. I'm tagging the videos the same. I'm titling them. Maybe I need to share it a bit more. Let me just try sharing it. Let me know how you guys are doing. Get your questions in. I'm just sharing this on Facebook and Twitter, so we can get a few more people on board. Like I said, I'm just killing some time because I'm staying up for the Canelo Caleb Plant fight. So I see this as using my time wisely, and I'm gonna cook my stir fry probably in about an hour. So we'll see if we get a handful of people on today. We got five. Five's better than none. Let's see if it goes up to the usual amount of 20 to 30, 40. So what have you been up to, Dick? How's it going? How's your weekend been? Good. How did your date go? That's good. It's always nice going on a date. How did you get on? Nice girl. Did you have a good connection? Let's see. Maybe I need to be a little bit more patient with these streams. I just got so used to loads of people coming on. It's not that, like I said, it's not going to affect me. You drank a bit too much, though. Happens, right? Lesson learned. So you're going to see the girl again? Did it go well? Fair enough. That's not a failure. That's part of life. If great girl, but not for you, probably. That's all right, isn't it? You still got to meet someone and have time. I've always had a positive, mindset when it comes to that. Some guys, they get a bit too negative and a bit too emotional if they think that a date didn't go well. But that is part of finding the right person. Most of us have got to go through a process of, you go on some dates, it's not the right person, but it's a great person. And until you meet the person that is the right person. And that's the same for both men and women generally. All right. Maybe this live stream is going to pick up. We've got 6 people on. That's for me success. That's success, Dick. If you had a good time and she had a good time and a nice person, then that's brilliant. What can you say? 10 out of 10. When you've got that attitude, Dick, what I've learned, you'll end up meeting someone. You'll get you'll meet the right person because you've got a good attitude towards women, dating, life, and yourself, and that's a real advantage. Well, as we're on the subject today of getting over social anxiety in public, that does also include dates. So these topics are on par because I know there's a lot of people out there who follow my channel who have got this, a big fear of leaving the house and going out. And I had it as well many years ago until I overcome it. So I'd like to share some of the things that I did that helped me. And I think having goals like wanting to find a relationship is a great motivation. And it's a great way of you motivating yourself to get over your fear of going out in public places. Because obviously, if you want to go on a date, you've got to leave the house and you've got to go to a venue and meet someone. And that's a great, that is a great way of overcoming it. Also, if you want to start gym and you want to start getting fit and training, that's another technique with getting over your social fear in public. It's basically, you need a motivation, you need a goal, you need a reason. And if you've got a strong motivation and you really want to achieve something, it tends to outweigh your fears, your phobias, your concerns, your insecurities, and your anxieties. Anybody interested in the fight tonight? Anybody excited about the Canelo fight? I can't wait. I know there's a lot of boxing fans on this channel, and I also know there's a lot of people who have got no interest in boxing, which is fine. But any of you are going to be watching the fight tonight? Excited, but I'll stay up. Fair enough. Well, you can always watch it the next day, right? There'll be a replay. Personally, for me, I have to watch it. I can't go to sleep knowing that fight's on. I want to see it live. Yeah, it will be about 5 a.m. for sure. Usually it's around that time. Good to see you, George. I'm not going to answer your question because I know it's a trick question. You're trying to trick me, yeah? I know you've got a good sense of humor, so I'm not going to answer it, George. No offense taken. How are you, George? You all right, mate? How you getting on? Oh man, I can't wait for my stir fry. I've got to try and concentrate on this live stream because all I'm thinking about is my chicken stir fry. Ignore the fort. Ignore the fort. Come on, guys. Where is everyone? I said it before, man. Um, it's weird doing these live streams when I because I've been so social because I'm meeting up with people in person. You know, when you go from real human connection and being with people, and then you come onto the live stream, I'm not complaining, but it's a quite an anti. It's kind of anti-social because I can speak, I can see your names, obviously, but I can't hear anything back. But obviously, it's better than nothing. But yeah, it is a bit strange, and that's not a bad thing. I kind of wish everyone would have that problem where they'd socialize so much that they wouldn't need to come on live streams and learn these skills. Not bad. All right, good to see you, George. How you doing, Michael? Long time. I never heard of that. I'm not into that, Dick, man. That's not for me, man. Yeah, lately the live stream, the live streams are just making me sleepy. I end up putting these on. Right, I like answering the questions if they're sensible, but I can't be bothered to speak anymore on these live streams because I'd rather just speak in person or when I do my YouTube videos, which I do enjoy doing. Was there a meet and greet then? No, there's gonna be a meet and greet on December, George. I'm doing a free fearless meetup on the 5th of December. So that will be great. That'll be much better than this because we meet in person. It's always brilliant. I'm not being ungrateful, guys. Obviously, I've done a lot of these live streams that I enjoyed, but I think it's because we've gone through the COVID and now we've come out of it, and I'm really happy in my life generally. Um, it's strange coming back to a live stream. Yeah, well, yeah, we'll be soon, George. Yes, my friend. Yep. Thanks for asking. So yeah, I guess I've got to get. It's almost like getting used to coming on a live stream, which is not. It's not real human connection, is it? Obviously, real people are online, but the format is. It's not great, if I'm being honest. I used to really like the live streams when they first came out. It was exciting, but now they're kind of. I don't know. It's and this is not on you guys or me, right? But they're kind of boring me. I don't. They're not challenging anymore. I think I need something more challenging. Probably I've got to get back to doing public speaking in with real people in real time because I don't find this live stream challenging anymore. It doesn't give me anxiety. It doesn't make me shy. It just makes me bored. So unless we get a lot of people on and there's really good questions, I'm not saying any of you are boring. All right, you're not boring. You're lovely people. It's just the format. I can't see anyone. I can't hear anyone. I'm doing all the speaking and I'm just reading words on a computer. Anyway, I'm a madman. Could be. Could be. Samuel, what to say about caffeine? She worked great for me, but not alcohol. Yeah, I think caffeine's all right from time to time. Obviously, it's better than alcohol. Yeah, it's all right once in a while. I wouldn't rely on anything too much when you can do it without it. But I have a coffee now and then. I think these live streams are very good. If someone's very shy and they're not very confident at speaking with people or in public or doing these types of things, making videos, this is a great way to practice. But, because I've done these hundreds and hundreds of times, I've had successful ones and ones where not many people come on. I'm not, it doesn't really, I'm just trying to give a lot of value and help people through these. But I don't know. I just find it a little bit, I just find it a bit boring, a bit dull. It's not really much going on. No, I'm not. I'm not. I'm not dissing you guys, George. I'm just saying the platform isn't great because I've come from being, with people in person, friends, family, and I love that. And coming from that to this is night and day. It's not. It's very robotic, but it's better than nothing. Obviously, it's a technological tool that apparently allows us to be social, but I have my doubts. I'm not going to sit here. You know what I mean? I'll speak my mind. I'll say, um, I'll say what's on my mind, and I think that's part of my teaching as well, which will inspire people. I guess what I'm basically saying, guys, is don't waste all of your life on live streams and just going online. Meet people in real life. That's probably the best advice I could give right now to anyone. Yeah, I thought of that, Dick. That will be an option. To be honest, though, the future for me, Dick, is going to be back to what I did before, and that's running events and getting people together and mentoring them in person and doing talks and bringing people together and building up their social skills and confidence. It's a lot more effective. But I know a lot of people get help from this. They come on and the information they can use. But I just find it. I just I find this boring now compared to the connections I have in my life. Or if I was to be coaching a client in person, that's really interesting and fun for everyone. So I want everyone to have a good time and have fun. And I just feel that these live streams are a bit they just feel like they're a bit outdated now. But maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm ready for my pipe and slippers and I'm getting old and um the generation that are younger are not going to see it like that, but I do. No, I don't feel antisocial, George. You've read me wrong. I'm very social in my life, thank God, and very happy. So going from that, and I was, with a good friend yesterday, someone I'm dating, to have a lovely time, and then to come to this, it just feels there's not much connection going on. It's not real. And that's kind of my message. When people come on the live stream, I give them social skills, confidence, experience, knowledge, so they can take that knowledge and get over their fear and meet people in person. That's the reason. But there's always a positive in everything, and that's the positive we've taken from today. Let me know your thoughts, how you feel about live streams as opposed to meeting people in person. I should have changed the title of this. Oh, sorry. Miscommunication. See, when you're not in person with people, you can't see their lovely faces and their facial expressions. You can miscommunicate what they're saying because they're typing. I'm speaking aloud. You guys are typing. We still have fun anyway, don't we? We generally have a few laughs on these streams. Ah, boy. Johnny. My answer to you is to stop trying so hard. You're trying too hard to meet a woman. That's why it's not happening for you. It's a trap that a lot of guys fall into. Get your mental health good. Join the gym. I don't know who your real name is. You've got the word hello, or join the gym, make friends, get yourself happy, get yourself confident, and then you're going to meet a girl. That's the best advice I could give you at this moment in time. It's up to you whether you take it. I prefer real life, but live stream is good if I ain't feeling super social. That's a good point. That's a good point. Listen, if people get something out of these streams, then that's great. But I'm just being honest that I don't enjoy them the way that I used to, and that's probably because I've grown. Time's moved on. But the main thing is I can help anybody to improve their confidence through the live stream if they're not ready to maybe meet in person, things like that. That's the wrong mindset, man. It's too desperate. Your mindset, you see, this is the problem that a lot of guys don't understand. It's okay wanting a girl, and of course, I wish that you to be successful at that. But if you're not happy in your life and you don't want to do other things like work out, exercise, you're just going to make that difficult. But listen, you do what you feel is best. I've given you my advice. If you don't want to take it, it's fine. It's your choice. George, what are you trying to do, mate? You're trying to be my psychologist. I'm just having a joke with you, George, having a laugh. George says, right, he's psychoanalyzing someone who's already a psychologist and a teacher. I can take jokes, I'm joking. He says, what I'm getting at is you're on a high, you've tasted the social life again, and live streaming seems a bit of a come down, which is understandable. It can't replace interactions in real life. Give George a round of applause. Gotta say, that was really brilliantly said. George is definitely, he deserves, that was well said. George got it right. You're welcome, George. You're right, mate. You're not wrong. What it is, George, right? Like you said, I have those good experiences. I want everybody to experience that, or as many people as I can. And if I feel like I'm not giving, enough value to people, I'm going to call myself out on it, and I'm going to say it. But I could be wrong. There's probably a lot of people who are getting a lot out of this, even a couple of things. Mate, you need to change your mindset, man. I'm not gonna answer you again, man, because you're not listening. This is the problem you're having at the moment. You're not listening. Your mindset's wrong. That's why you're not meeting a woman. It's not about whether cold approach is effective. Whatever dating you choose to do, if you don't have the right mindset, you're going to struggle to meet someone. You're going to be coming from a negative place. I can hear it. You're negative. I'm trying to help you out, man, and you're not taking my advice. I'm going to say it again, and I'm going to say it for the last time. You got to get yourself happy, mate. You got to improve your mental health. You're not going to meet a woman in a negative place. A woman's not going to date someone like that, any guy. You're a great guy, but you've got to get yourself happy and confident. Just by what you've said, I can already hear why you're having these problems, struggles. Join the gym, exercise 3 times a week, be social with your family, make friends, improve your fashion, find happiness in yourself first, at least. And then go do online dating, go to speed dating, speak to women when you can, be honest, and then you will meet someone. Otherwise, don't take my advice, continue what you're doing. That's all I can tell you for now. Right, next question, guys. It's hard sometimes, I was there myself where, guys ask me questions, they have problems, and I give them the right advice, but sometimes their ego gets in the way, and they don't want to hear it. They want the advice, and then when you give it to them, they can't accept the advice. So you can't learn like that. You can't ask someone who's got more experience than you and say, "Can you help me?" And then when they give you when they're honest with you and they give you the right advice, then you throw it back in their face and say, "Yeah, but I don't want to do that." Well, then you're not gonna excel. You can definitely offer some advice. You're very welcome to offer any advice. I always appreciate advice from women. Women have always given me great advice, so you're very welcome. How you doing, Chris? You all right, mate? Good to see you. Michael says getting out of the mindset is harder than getting into it. That's a good point. How's your groups going, Christopher? Good. The biggest thing is confidence. Even if it's 100% real, confidence is the biggest thing. I agree with you, Tracy, 100%. I've been saying that for many years. That's without generalizing, generally women are attracted to confident guys, and people are in general. So the guys that are having issues with finding a relationship or speaking to women, obviously it's a confidence issue. So I encourage guys to go to the gym, increase their self-esteem by exercising so they can feel good about themselves, improving fashion, improving social skills, and making sure that they have respect for women, and they're being honest when they speak to women, they're being authentic, they're being themselves, and then it will work out. But confidence is, that's the solution to all these problems. Confidence and social skills. Really good. My confidence when going into the gym was good. Yeah, you just got to stick with it, Chris. It does take time, like building the confidence, but you'll get there. Good. You spoke to two people. That's really good, man. That's like a lot. It will just keep getting better. I'm starting to realize it takes a little bit longer for the live stream to fill up. Before it would be like straight away 20, 30 plus people. I don't know if YouTube are taking a bit long to promote my streams, or maybe because there's so many different platforms now. Yeah, I agree. Respect is really important. I'm saying that, and I tell guys that all the time. It's just trying to get it through to them, because some guys have a hard time understanding what that actually means and seeing the value of it. Chris, if I can just recommend you something, but it's up to you. I would try doing other things as well. You're doing the volleyball at the moment, and that's going well, and it's helping you to speak to people. Maybe it's time to venture out a bit more and go to other social meetups. Keep doing the volleyball. This is something that I've done that's worked for me, and try expanding a bit more on your and your socializing different environments, so you can get you can get more confidence. Good. Hit that like button, guys and girls. You burn a couple of calories along the way. That's a joke, by the way. I didn't mean that literally. What I'm just basically saying is, it doesn't take much energy to lean over and hit the like if you are enjoying the stream. I was honest earlier on. I did say that I used to really enjoy doing these streams with everyone. I used to feel like people got a lot of value from it, but because of the long COVID-19 and the lockdown, I felt that the live streams felt a little bit boring, a bit uh, a bit robotic compared to real person. Listen, man, let me give you a word of advice for men and women, anyone who's listening, right? What I've learned. If you want to improve at anything in life, you have to stop blaming other people and take responsibility. If if you blame others because you're not succeeding in dating or anything, then you're never going to change the problem. It's always on you to take responsibility. There's challenges in the world. Things can happen. We all go through difficult things. But if you don't take responsibility and work on yourself, then you're not going to solve the problem. You're just going to keep creating the problem because there's so many great women out there for guys to meet and find a relationship. And there's so many great men out there also for women to find. But if you've got a bad attitude towards other people and dating, you're just going to keep projecting your negativity and you're going to get the same thing back again and again. And this is what I learned on my journey of all this and why I was able to succeed in relationships and dating because I changed my attitude from it was initially positive, then it was negative because I was bullied and things like that. Then I got it positive, and then you get a positive outcome. Good to see you, Yahoo or Yahoo. How you doing, mate? Accountability is very important, man. Listen, man, so easy to blame, isn't it? It's always someone to blame. Um, it's good to see you as well, mate. How you been? How you been getting on? Are you going to be watching the Canelo Caleb Plant fight tonight? I can't wait to see that. Sorry, Air. I don't usually do it. I'm just texting someone. I wouldn't do this if I was in person, right? It's because I'm waiting for the questions on these streams. It takes quite long. So apologies for this. I wouldn't do this if I was in person. That would be rude. It's just an important message to get back. Not bad. Been busy lately. Busy's good, right? Wouldn't you rather be busy than have nothing to do? Rocky's releasing. Is he? I'm not really excited about that. I mean, I love the Rockies like you, Chris, but I've seen Rocky 4. It's nothing really exciting if he's releasing it and it's the same one again. It's good though. No, I mean, they're brilliant films for anyone who hasn't seen them. Okay, director's cut. I saw today. Apparently, there's a new Bloodsport coming out, right? Bloodsport 21. I don't know how that's going to work with Van Damme. I don't know how they're going to build on that. Hopefully, they will. I love the original, but I find with a lot of these classic films like Rocky, they end up ruining it by trying to bring out the next one and the next one. It's just not the same. It ends up being cheesy, in my opinion. You know, there's certain films that are just brilliant for the time. You can't imitate them again. It just don't work. But I don't know. It's a matter of opinion. Hey James, how you doing? Why are you here today, James? Is this the title intrigue you? Do you need some tips on anxiety? That's all right. It doesn't matter if you write in caps. Don't worry about that. I do that sometimes. Yeah, I mean, if they made Scarface again, that would ruin it. There's certain films that they're just brilliant. Leave them alone. Don't try and remake them again. You just end up it's cheesy, man. You just end up ruining the legacy of a great film for its time. Okay, James. Fair enough. No, I watched that film years ago with Brandon Lee, The Crow. I think it's a pretty good film. It's obviously sad what happened to him. I can't help but think about what happened to Brandon Lee on the set of that film. Have you subscribed to the channel then, James? Have you seen some of my other videos on how to get over anxiety? Yeah, appreciate that, James. It is. We generally create. I try my best, James, to create a nice atmosphere which is non-judgmental, where people with anxiety can come in here and they can ask me questions. They can get advice from other people, and if anything, we can have a good conversation. Yeah, I watched it on the trailer. Surprised, really. I didn't think I'm going to make one. I appreciate it, man. Thanks for subscribing. I appreciate that. I promise if you subscribe to the channel and you watch videos, you will improve your anxiety. It's going great, George. It couldn't be going any better. Thanks for asking, man. How's yours going? Yeah, Bloodsport 221. I mean, for me, Bloodsport's probably the best. That and Enter the Dragons, best martial art films I've seen. That's my opinion. What do you guys think? Yeah, it looks like Bolo's in it, doesn't it? Bolo Yang Van Damme. I don't know. I'm skeptical how they can make that good. It's hard. It's hard. You're not going to beat. You're not going to beat the original. No, I haven't tried dating on Zoom. Did you try it, James? How was that? That can be fun though to begin with, can't it? It's better than nothing. But at some point, obviously, if you want to meet someone, you're going to have to meet them in person. You can't have a relationship with someone over Zoom, can you? I mean, maybe for a certain period, but you're going to need to be in person to have a proper relationship connection. But it's not a bad place to start to begin with if you haven't got the option of meeting someone in person. That makes sense. Your favorite Bruce Lee film is The Game of Death, where he fights the basketball player. Yeah, he fights Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Great film. He goes up the different levels, doesn't he? Fights the different styles. Classic films. Good to see you, Peter. Yeah, I'm definitely watching Canelo Plant, Peter. I was just saying it earlier on. I always stay out for the big fights. Are you? Nice one, Peter. Good to hear that, man. You're slowly making moves to come out of your shell. Good man. That makes me happy, Peter, man. That's why I make the videos. I'm pleased that they're helping you, mate. Yeah, love Way of the Dragon, Bruce Lee. Not really, George. Not really, to be honest, mate. Not really, because I've been doing all the positive things. I've been in the gym. I've been socializing, and I'm dating someone. So not really. Yeah, classic line which Bruce Lee says in Enter the Dragon when he says, "Boards don't hit back." Bruce Lee was right. Isn't it funny how Bruce Lee said that? Then Bolo Yang copies that line in Bloodsport. He says, um, when Van Damme breaks all the bricks, he does the dim mac, and Bolo Yang's sitting there like this with his arms crossed, and he says, "Very good, but brick not hit back." Basically copying Bruce Lee's line, right? I know, man. It's crazy, isn't it? Bruce Lee died in 1973. Well, this live stream's turned out pretty all right. It was we had a shaky start, We had two on. I was going to cancel it. There you go. I'm not going to go too much into it, to be honest, George. I'm not going to announce things, right? I like to keep a certain amount of my life private, but maybe when the time's right, I'll tell you guys more about it. But early days yet. But she's really nice, so we'll see. You like trains? Cool, man. I like trains. When's the new Cobra Kai series coming out, Christopher? Is that going to be soon, right? Or on Netflix? I appreciate that, James, man. Yeah, have a look at the videos. I think they'll help you a lot with your anxiety. Okay, cool. December the 31st. I look forward to that. Season 4. That's nice. Nice around Christmas time. Yeah, thanks, James, mate. Thanks for subscribing to my channel. I think you told me it got recommended. That's great. YouTube is still recommending my channel. Yeah, sometimes I don't like it when they do trailers that are so long because it gives away too much of the film. Like, yeah, you want to see some bits, but I don't want to see the whole film in the trailer. Spoils the film. Why am I going to see the film if they're going to show me all of the good bits in the trailer? If that makes sense. How's the boxing training going, Johnny? How many days a week do you train? Peter, it's going brilliant, man. I absolutely love it. 10 out of 10. I've got no complaints. I train. I started off twice a week. I did that for about a month. Then I pushed it to 3 times a week. Then one week I did 5. So on average, I do about 3 times a week. It's going really well. I've had to have just a couple of days break because I'm exhausted from the amount of training, and I'm back in the gym Monday. So I can't recommend it enough, Peter, for anybody who just wants to improve confidence and they want to lower their social anxiety, get fit, lose weight, get in shape. Boxing training is brilliant. Just found this channel. Oh, brilliant, man. I'm glad YouTube are recommending it because for a while I started to question why YouTube not sharing my videos anymore. You know, I struggle with anxiety for years, but the NHS don't just they don't help. I've just seen some of your videos. I found them better than the bloody counselling. I appreciate that, man. Well, listen, man, it's because I've been through it myself, and I still have to. I will have to face anxiety every day. So that's probably why maybe you found it more relatable, because with me, you're just going to get the truth. I'm not gonna beat around the bush. There's no lies or exaggeration. I'm going to tell you what I know works for a fact for myself and others, and for you to try it and see for yourself. Yeah, I read your comment on my video, Chris, that I did about bullying, how I overcame it. So I appreciated you sharing that, and that's great, man. That's why you just want to keep doing what you're doing, Christopher, and keep building your confidence, and you're going about it the right way by going to the volleyball that you do, the social events. That helps a hell of a lot, man. See, it's crazy, isn't it? Negative people, nasty people that choose to be like that, they can destroy your confidence. But you get around good, positive people, and they can they can build your confidence up. So that's the great thing about people. I agree with you, man. That's probably why you're going to connect with my channel. I agree with what you're saying, NA Night Pal. If you're at a point where you want, practical techniques that are going to help you in the real world, you're on the right YouTube channel, man. Appreciate you. Hit that subscribe button. Yeah, overcoming anxiety is not easy. I 100% agree. I'm always honest about that. It's not an easy thing to do, but anybody can do it if they put their mind to it and they follow the advice on this channel. Excuse me. See, overcoming anxiety is not a quick fix. It's not something you do in 30 minutes. You don't do it in one day. It takes time. But if you put the time in, you're going to get the results. You're going to get yourself happy. You're going to lower the anxiety. In some cases, you're going to get rid of it. and you're going to be confident and happy. So just know that it takes time. Don't give up. You've got to be patient, you know. Yeah, open mics are good. Anything where you can perform, public speaking, music, open mics, events, dates. These are all things that you need to do. You know, you're welcome to come to my free Fearless event, Christopher. No pressure. Maybe you can't get to it, but you're welcome to it. It's in December. It's an event. It's in person. Nice people. It's at the Fearless event, so you're welcome anytime. Yeah. Well, you know, the videos are free for everyone, and obviously, if people want coaching, obviously that's paid. But yeah, I've always made a lot of material free. So if people haven't got the money, they don't need to worry about it. They can get it free, and it can help them. The Fearless event is an event that I'm going to be doing in December. It's free, and it's for guys that have got social anxiety that want to improve it. There's a couple of spaces left. You're welcome to come. If you want to come along, I'll give you my email. And there's no pressure if you don't want to come. I'll give you the email. You can email me if you want to come along. It's almost full up. We've got a few spaces. There's my email address. Um, no pressure at all. If you feel like it, you can email me. I can give you the address, the date, and then we go from there. If you want to inquire about coaching, you can email me at the same address. So you got my email there. You're welcome. Yes, it's on a Sunday, Chris. It's on the 5th of December. So again, if you're interested, email me because there's only a couple of spaces left. I'm only going to be doing about 15 people for this one to start with. Yeah, you can ask questions here, Gregory. You're welcome. Seems like we've got a few new people that have commented. That's great. Hit the subscribe button if you enjoyed the videos and you want to learn how to improve your anxiety. No problem, Chris. Well, that's not really an area that I'm qualified in, to be honest, Gregory. With that, any tips to prevent that? That's not really my area. But that's probably more of a doctor's advice on that one, mate. So sorry about that. I can't. I don't really have the solution to that. Well, you know that's called being human, Yahoo. That's called being a guy. You know, these are things that you need to. The idea is not to judge yourself for it. That's where you're struggling at the moment. You're judging yourself for getting anxious in a situation, which is everybody does it. But it's getting past that. It's changing your mindset and learning how to relax more in that situation. The more you're in that situation, and the more you practice, the easier it will get. It takes time, like I said. Yeah, try and end the conversation is a reaction to getting nervous and wanting to exit the situation. So you just learn next time to stay in a bit longer. Okay, what's your question then, Tom? I'm not a mind reader, so you've got to elaborate more, and I'll do the best I can to help you. You know what? Hello. I want you to think about that question you've asked me, right? And think if that is that an appropriate thing to say? Because I'm not going to answer that question. I'm not going to answer that. I want you to think about is that appropriate to ask that question? I'm going to say this, and I mean this. I generally mean this. I'm being kind. If you're struggling with mental health problems or anything like that, I would suggest you get help immediately. Speak to your parents, or you speak to a doctor or a professional. I'm not a professional with mental health. I help people, to improve anxiety because some of the things you're asking me are concerning. I'm concerned for your well-being. So speak to your family or a professional. Maybe you need to talk to somebody to help you with what you're dealing with. And I mean that. I don't mean that to patronize. I'm looking out for your best interest because some of the things you're saying today are questionable, and I'm concerned for your mental health. Tom, I know it's not nice, but this is a part of life. It happens in dating. You've got to stop obsessing over the fact that if you've messaged a girl and she hasn't messaged you back, you're gonna have to move on. Maybe she'll get back to you in her own time, maybe she won't. But don't be defeated. Don't take it personal. This happens to everyone. Move on, keep dating, and you'll meet someone nice. That's the best advice I can give you at this moment in time. That's a situation that a lot of guys find themselves in. I've been through it. Everybody goes through it. If you deal with it in a positive way, you will meet someone. It will work out. But the real challenge is not to create more suffering for yourself by worrying, getting paranoid. Like you said, constantly being on edge. You've got to make a decision, accept it, Tom. If she's going to get back, she will. Fantastic. I hope it does work out. If she doesn't, you're going to have to move on. You're going to have to toughen up. Otherwise, you're going to suffer so much when you don't really need to. Okay, I think George has got it for us. I like jokes. Let's see. George said, I rang up my local swimming baths. I said, is that the local swimming baths? He said, it depends where you're calling from. I'm sure there's a joke there. Flaking means when someone doesn't respond to you. That's just another word. If you message someone and they don't get back, they flaked. It's just another term. Here we go. That's good. George has got some jokes here for everyone. He said to the gym instructor, can you teach me to do the splits? He said, how flexible are you? I said, I can make Tuesdays. I like that one. That's a good one. It's good. It's good to laugh. If you're going to laugh at least 2, 3 times a day, I'm telling you, man, you'll have a better life, less anxiety. All right, well, everybody seems to be in a joking mood here. This is good. Yeah, I don't think there's anyone on planet Earth who hasn't experienced texting someone that they like and the person doesn't respond. I think that you've got to go through that in life. You've got to learn. You've got to grow, and it's not nice initially, but if you can see how that can improve you later on, you wouldn't take it personal. Happens to women, it happens to men, it happens to both. You just got to deal with it and move on. I think you need to stop being so impatient, Tom, right? Text, leave it, get on with your life. If she responds, fantastic. But you're getting a bit needy and a bit desperate, and she's gonna. Women don't like that, so you got to improve that. Got to change your mindset, terrain. Your mind, it's a bit negative from what you're saying there. That needs to change. The outlook needs to change. I like the joke. George has got some good little jokes. They're a bit cheesy, but I like cheesy jokes. He says, somebody actually complimented me on my driving today. They left a little note on the windscreen. It said parking fine. So that was nice. I like that. That's good. Good little jokes. They're simple. You don't have to think too hard to understand them. George, you should get a little stage, a little mic. You might have a career in stand up. Or if your back hurts, you can always do the joke sitting down. I got you, George. Did you get that one, George? Because George he's always trying to trip me up with his jokes. I said to George, I said he's got a good sense of humor. He might have a future in stand-up comedy, or if his back hurts, he can always tell the joke sitting down. Let me know if any of you got that joke. Have you been to Edmonton Green? I think I've been to Edmonton Green many years ago. Many years ago, I can't remember it. It weren't bad, was it, George? I had a friend, George, every time he spoke, his balls moved. And that's why he spoke a load of bollocks. It's an old Irish joke to get out. Can't wait for this Canelo fight tonight, man. Canelo, Caleb Plant. What do you guys think? I really want Caleb Plant to win. I like the underdog, but it's hard to see anybody beating Canelo at this point. Right, guys, a few more minutes, and I'm gonna end this. So get your questions in. I've got to cook my chicken stir fry. I'm starving. It's been all right today, man. It's been good. It did start off a little bit flat, bit boring, and then it picked up. It got really good. Oh yes, going to be a banger, no doubt. It'll be exciting till it finishes. 100%, man. It's always exciting, isn't it? When Canelo fights, Pacquiao, Mayweather, these big fights, exciting. Canelo just seems unbeatable at this moment. He just seems so confident, and he's just a killer in there. He's so powerful. It's hard to see anyone beating him, but you never know. Nice casserole. That sounds lovely. Nice one, Yahoo. Have a nice dinner, man. Catch you later. What are you having for dinner? See you soon, man. Good luck. Yeah, I think it's that time, man. What we've done about an hour now. I was planning to do an hour. I'm starving. I've got to eat. All right, guys. I think it's a perfect time to end this. We'll do many more. It's been great. I appreciate you coming on today. And chicken stir fry, I'm going to eat. And I've got more videos to upload. So, this ain't going to be the last of it. Good to see you, Peter, mate. Nice one. Keep doing what you're doing, man. Keep sticking with it. And I'll talk to you soon. I'll have a chat with you about the fight. I'll speak to you guys soon. Thank you for coming. I really appreciate it. And thanks for the new people subscribing. Any questions you've got, you can ask them on the channel. And yeah, many more conversations to come, guys. Thank you for coming on out. Have a good evening, good weekend, all right? And don't give up, keep going. Fearless.